We're joined by New York Red Bulls head coach Gerhard Struber. We will go straight to questions. If raise your hand and I'll call you and ask Coach a question. First hand I saw was Ben Cork. Ben, you have the floor.
Recording in progress.
Hey Gerhard, congratulations on the win. Obviously you went for the second game in a row with a 4-2-3-1 formation. You said earlier in the week that you wanted to see better combinations in the midfield between the 6s and 10s. Did you see that today, and was that part of your winning strategy today?
Yes, I think everyone can see that we have very, very good transition moments, very, very good ball wins in areas where we want to win the ball, and I think the transition moments was on a very good level today. Yeah.
Next we'll go to Mark Fishkin.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the play of Lewis Morgan, another goal for this team, and what he brings to on the field? That'd be great.
Yeah, I think of course we know that Lewis has a fantastic talent in his brain, in his core, in his DNA, and he can play in dribblings moment very successful for us. And but I think for me it's more. I have big respect today for his fighting modus from the first until the last second. He let everything on the field. He has so many sprints also back to help in 2 versus 1 moments. In every direction, I think he helped the team today to create in the end a big win. And I think I'm very, very happy with him. I'm very proud on him, how he take this game today, and how important he was in this game for scorer moments, but also the working ability, the workload what he create. I think is on a very, very high level, and this was in the end the difference to Atlanta, and I'm very happy with him.
Next we'll go to Dan Forenstein.
Congratulations on the victory, Gerhard. I was just curious to know how you felt about the moment that John Tolkien scored that goal, and then upset with the offside flag, but then got happy again that VAR allowed it to stand.
Yeah, I think this is the world of a head coach. Sometimes it's crazy. We have to handle and manage that, and cannot fly in emotion. I hope it. I pray a little bit that the goal goes in the right direction, and of course, I think this was very clear that he can't the goal.
Next we'll go to Dylan Butler.
Hey Gerhard, congratulations on the win. How big was this for you guys? Struggled a couple of games there, and obviously Atlanta's a desperate team, needing 3 points as well. Going down the stretch now, how big were these 3 points?
I would say it was a massive win in more directions. I think from the mental side, the last few weeks was not so easy. We have a little bit a situation of not the right results. Also the performance was not always on this level what we want. But I will say this again, this is a very, very young group, and we have to accept sometimes that some performances cannot be always constantly on a very, very high level. I think we worked the last days in workshops. We have, I think, we bring the boys back with the right mindset, with the right belief. And today I think we can feel it from the first second that my boys are so ready to bounce back with a victory. And I would say in all 4 phases today I can see we controlled the game. I think in the end we know Atlanta, they have outstanding quality in his roster, but I think our principles, our typical identity crashed them with big hits, and this was not only the goals what we score, this was more our behavior over the whole game time. And I think was a massive win today, and give us a big push for for everything what is coming. We know that the table is so extremely close, and our goal is to hunt the top teams in the league. And today we make the necessary first step back, but not more. And now it's Cincy time, and we have to prepare and do everything for regen right now, that we are ready at home for a big next win.
Next we'll go to Gustavo.
Hi Coach, good evening. Congrats on the winning. John Tolkien got elected man of the match tonight, but I want to hear your words about Daniel Edelman, who also had a good game against Atlanta.
Yeah, I think Danny showed us against Austin also a very good performance, and again today, and I think we have in this direction, I would say, a little bit a new signing. Of course, he is in the roster from January, but he needs a little bit time, that he step more and more in our identity, and he realize more and more what we want. But right now, he played a very good game. Looks like very experienced in some moments. I think with very, very good moments in infights. In moments he win the ball. Also, he find good follow actions in transition moments. I am also very happy with him. And nevertheless, we don't forget it's Cincy is coming, and we have to make the next step, and we cannot relax now. It's nice to have the win in our brain, in our core, but we have to think forward. It's a big game on the weekend against Cincy.
We have time for 2 more questions with Coach. First, we'll go to Gary Redman, and then we'll finish up with Dan Forenstein. Gary, you have the floor.
Good evening, Coach. Congratulations on the win, sir. Patrick Kamala, he had about 5 shots, 4 of them on frame. Not for the lack of trying, he was definitely trying to get himself on the scoreboard, but you took him out and substituted. What did you guys have spoke to him about? Because it looked a little frustrated, but you had basically gave him a little pep talk as you guys shook hands. What did you say to him after that?
This was absolutely not a frustrating moment. I give him a big gratulation for his performance, and also he realized after 80 minutes he let everything on the field. He was physical in end time mood, and in this situation we have to handle that, and he understands this completely, and he was only finished. He was he let everything on the field, and I would say we have to find the right interpretation from a player. He looks tired after a game, and everything what I tell him was big respect for his power, for everything what he let on the field today, and I was in this direction very happy. And when he fight with this aggression, with this power, then I think it's the scorer moment very close, and I am also with him today very, very happy.
And we'll finish off with Dan Forenstein.
Gerhard, after the bit of the bad stretch you've had, what did you say to your players in training before this big match? And obviously it translated to this fantastic performance for 90 minutes.
I think this was a process after the last game to bring the boys back in this direction. I think first of all we have to work a little bit more also while we are at home, not on this level what we want. And I think we reflect the last game against Orlando in a very critical direction, and then of course it's always important that we look forward and which behavior, which habits, winning habits help us to can win games. And I think yesterday we have I think a top workshop. All the players are very involved, and I can feel the boys come back, and it's a process. Today the boys are ready, and now we fight back, we bounce back together in our typical world of football, and I'm very, very happy when I see my signature on the field, and the signature is working, and the boys are happy after that with a big win here in Atlanta.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.